Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Ask the EO Vet Q&A session for this is November 19th. Quick announcement before we jump into the questions is we today is the last chance, your last chance to watch the cat webinar over at essentialoilvet.com/cat webinar. So grab that. You have until midnight tonight to watch that if you missed it. And then it is also the last day to sign up for the cat challenge over at essentialoilvet.com/cat challenge because today it is 25% off. Tomorrow it will be full price. So if you want to grab that, it is your last chance to do that today. So grab that. All right, those are my announcements for today. Oh, well, I have one more. We do have BOGOs going on right now. If you've been following my page for the last few days, we did detailed info on every single one of the BOGO products. If you need those particular products, you can grab them over at essentialoilvet.com/BOGO. So, and just you can just scroll down to my other posts to see what all everything is. There's some really good ones. There's a couple that are 75% sold out, so I don't know if they're going to be available for much longer. So grab those while you can. All right. If you are hopping on live, let me know you can hear me and see me and what essential oil you're using today. I'm going to put on a little super mint because I'm speaking and I have a little bit of head tension today. All right. So our first question is from Cheryl. If you're on live and you have a question, you can pop those in the comments as well. I'll do a couple of those. These are the ones that were posted earlier. So Cheryl asked, my cat is sneezing and has a little eye goo after being boarded at our vet for a week. Suggestions. So there are some great essential oils to kind of support the immune system. I like using a little bit of the Kids Stronger blend on the ear tips. So you just roll a little bit on your fingers, your first finger and your thumb, and then you rub those ear tips on a kitty. And that is a great way to apply that particular oil blend. If you don't have that, you can use rose, diluted rose to 1%. And that's a great option as well. The other thing you can do is diffuse some immune supporting oils. Like our protective blend, like Melissa. Melissa's great for kitty cats. A little bit of also very excellent in these particular cases. We also have some great respiratory support oils like cardamom. Cardamom is probably my go-to for respiratory support for cats. All right, our next question is from Margaret. My female Boston has a sensitive stomach. The least little thing sends her into diarrhea for 2 or 3 days. Any EO suggestion? Internal roller bottle dosing? And what is your opinion of slippery elm? Thank you for these lives. Well, you're welcome, Margaret. I so appreciate you asking the question because digestive system problems are something we don't want to deal with, especially with the holidays coming up. So I really like our digestive blends. We have a kids digestive blend, Tamer, that you can just rub on the belly. Any size dog or cat, you can apply that to. It's already diluted. The Digest and Touch is another really great option. Cardamom's a really good one as well. Diffusing ginger can also really help. So those ones are already diluted. So you just put them on topically. If you want to do something internally, you can do a drop of the Digest then internally, and you can also do a drop of ginger internally. Those are really, really good. As far as slippery elm, it's excellent. That's a great herbal you can absolutely use as well. Rhonda says, I have a cat that grooms excessively. We call that fur barbering or over grooming. Can essential oils help decrease its behavior? Thanks for asking, Rhonda. So with fur barbering, there's a couple of things that can possibly cause it. One, it could be because of a bit of digestive problems. And two, it could be kind of like an OCD type of behavior. And so I like to diffuse Melissa and bergamot with these particular cats. and then address the dietary issues. A lot of times these cats are on kibble, and switching them off of kibble or biscuits or hard food or dry food, whatever you want to call it, and switching them off of that into a species appropriate carnivore diet like a raw diet. I recommend Darwin's Pet for that. You can go to darwinspet.com for more info on their particular food. Switching them to that food usually resolves the problem. You can also give supplements like a digestive enzyme, a probiotic, some omega-3s or some sardines can be really helpful as well. But as far as essential oil support, we want to address the stress component in their lives, because a lot of times these cats are just really sensitive to stress in general, or there's an increased amount of stress in their home for some reason, then that's what kind of triggers it. So addressing the stress by diffusing some calming oils like lavender, petitgrain, Roman chamomile. Lavender and Roman chamomile are a couple of the BOGO oils, by the way. Or doing some of the balance or adaptive can be really, really beneficial. Copaib is another really good one for these types of kitties. Jessica Ann says, do you have a good spray for yeast on a dog's skin? I'm changing his diet, but would like some relief when a patch shows up. So yes, we actually have a really great spray. And if you join the membership, Jessica, or if you're in there already, you can join the membership over at essentialoilvet.com/members. We have a Defeat the Yeast webinar that we just did last month, and you can watch that replay if you join the membership today. But if you head over to essentialoilvet.com/recipes, there is a skin rejuvenating spray that can be helpful. Add geranium, add some arborvitae to that. Those are really good oils to use for that particular thing. And don't forget the myrrh. There is myrrh in that one. It's really important, especially if it's a little, if it's yeast related. Okay. So that is my recommendation for you, Jessica. Brianne says, what is the best essential oil to diffuse for anxiety or stress in humans, cats, and dogs? So there isn't one particular one. The one is the one that that you like the most is probably the best one. I really like adaptive. It covers the bases for all species, but any calming oil is going to help. So lavender, serenity, balance, vetiver, spikenard, all of these are good. Adaptive smells really good and is beneficial to all species. So that would be, if I had to pick one, that's the one I would choose. Peace is another really good one that affects everyone really well. It's not as sweet smelling though. Darylyn Newberry says, how can I get my kitten to stop attacking my houseplants? So part of it is making sure your kitten gets enough exercise so they don't find trouble. Now kittens are just naturally trouble, so it's a little difficult sometimes, but sometimes you can sprinkle a little bit of cayenne pepper in the dirt. That way they won't dig. You can find an essential oil they don't like and spritz the plants with it. You can make a little deterrent spray with 20 drops of whatever oil they don't like, and 20 ounces or 4 ounces of water. But and just make sure you shake it up before you use it. So sometimes they don't like lemon, sometimes they don't like peppermint, sometimes they don't like black pepper. Kind of decide, see which ones that cat hates, that doesn't like, and then use that oil around your plants. So that's what I would recommend. The other thing is to keep them in an area where your kitten can't reach. I like to put all my plants on one table so the cats can't jump up there and get to them. So it's so tightly packed that they can't actually get up there. So that's my little table garden, or hanging so they can't reach them that way. That would be the other option, or keep them in a room that the door is closed so the kitten can't get to them. That would be the other option as well. All righty, let's see. Is there any questions? Live, Shani says, that amazes me how much knowledge you have asking for other people oils for dogs and cats that have undergone surgery and their sphincters of the stomach and urinary system have been damaged. So I would say if it's related to surgery, it's probably a scar tissue issue. And so, there's different oils that can help with that. Oops, let me turn that one off. Um, I would say that the Immortelle blend is probably your best bet. Helichrysum, also great for that sort of thing, for kind of just like the scars. Yarrow Palm is another really good one. And then, if when in doubt, use frankincense. So all those are really good options for that. I like marjoram for sphincters in particular, especially if they're loose, to kind of tighten up those muscles again. And that is it. Jan says, make sure your plants aren't toxic. Yeah, well, if you have cats, make sure your plants aren't toxic to cats, because they will sometimes eat them. So yeah, that is something you definitely want to consider. Holly says, what can I put on my cat's back paws after she has chewed on them and broken the skin? So that skin rejuvenating spray is going to be really helpful. So it's a combination of frankincense, lavender, helichrysum, and myrrh, and you can add in copaiba if you want. It has some aloe vera juice in there, as well as colloidal silver. If you don't have those, you can just use fractionated coconut oil as your diluent, and just use a little bit of that on those paws, and they'll heal up in no time. You're welcome. Okay, Dawn is asking, this will be our last one. What's the best for chronic snotty nose? This is the one we kind of started with and the one we ended with. So cardamom is the best oil for respiratory support for all species, but there's some great respiratory support oils, blends like Breathe and Air X that are also excellent. A little diffusing some Melissa and some On Guard to help support the immune system, doing a little stronger, the kids stronger protective blend on the ear tips can be really helpful for these guys as well. All right, you guys, just a reminder that you only have until midnight to watch the replay of the Truth About Cats and Essential Oils webinar, and sign up for the 7-day Happy Healthy Dog Challenge, which starts next Monday if you're wanting to get it at 25% off. If you're watching this after midnight, then don't worry, you can still join. It's just not, you just don't get the discount. As far as the 7-day Happy Healthy Cat Challenge, it's going to be epic. So be sure to sign up. All right, guys, I'll see you next week. Happy Thanksgiving. Bye.